3 to start.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
Hey, Shams, you're always on the pulse of those league-changing trades. We certainly saw some impactful ones last season.
Across the board, the Pacers, the Mavericks, they made deep runs, and they did so on the back of some big trade deadline moves. Those are transformations that excite all of us to witness. Even New York getting OG Anunoby at the trade deadline. This is a league that's built on capitalizing at the moment and striking when the iron's hot, and we saw multiple teams do that this last season.
Yeah, that trade deadline was phenomenal for those teams you mentioned. Really impactful.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight? Just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
Now here's Barnes, and he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. Now Nash, following the three-point attempt by Scotty Barnes. And there's the 8-second call as they can't get the cross-half court in time. And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And the Pistons making a change here. Ivy's checked in. Well, the latest CBA introducing the second apron, limiting Shams what teams above the cap can do. How does that new rule affect teams?
Decision makers tell me that they're very much keeping an eye on the second apron, not only of their team, but others, and teams that will have to shed salary because of the second apron and the amount of big contracts we're going to see teams give to players. You're going to see it at the top, but that may dwindle in the middle of their roster. But we will see a more competitive league because of these new CBA changes and less of a chance of super teams and just more parity and dispersed talent.
Do you constantly read over some of these CBA agreements? I would assume that you do, to have a full understanding of terms like the apron, like we just talked about, or all the other things, the luxury tax, all the things that make deals possible.
It's one thing to have luxury tax. It's a whole nother animal now to have the second apron. And that, certainly for teams that are deep in the second apron, that limits their ability to go make major trades, to be able to sign players for more than the minimum. And we're seeing that happen to at least one or two teams around the league right now. So how will that impact things? But certainly the CBA being 50, 60, 70 pages, that's something you pour through before every calendar year.
It is just fascinating. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Jalen Duren, a physical specimen, is improving the finer points of his game, including his vision. He said, "I feel like I've always been a good passer. I've developed more of that as my young career has gone on, understanding the league better and how to win." Kevin?
Yeah, DA, it takes time, but nice to see his development. And he comes up with the deuce.
When it comes to interior scoring, Pirtle as efficient as they come.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. switch here. And we're now around the midway point through the group stage games. So let's check out the NBA Cup standings.
Well, as you know, teams are randomly drawn to their groups based off their record from the previous season. And as you can tell, some of these groups are easier to navigate than others.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Ingram wide open. Hits the jumper in space.
No one's stopping Brandon Ingram when he's in that pull-up game. He's just too long.
For the Detroit Pistons, they won their last contest, that game against Milwaukee.
And you've got to love a team that can maintain its composure on the road, take good shots, and knock them down with confidence.
Well, awesome to see in that last game how the motion in their offense didn't stop because they were in some hostile territory.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Shots good by Duren.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Raptors trail by 7. Quickly the pass to Boucher. Ingram against Hardaway. And it's Ingram missing. The Pistons have gone 8 of 8. What a hot start for them. Nash outside. It's good for the 7th time this game. He's shot 7. He has made 7.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, dominant so far. That's the responsibility of the starters. Now let's see if everybody else who plays in this game makes the same kind of high-level contributions.
Gets it off. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us.